Baldur's Gate 3 is a world filled with gods and monsters, but what if the only divine intervention you get is from your ex-girlfriend who commands you to unalive yourself to stop brainrot? So today we will follow the story of Gale from Waterdeep and how he somewhat saved the world. We are of course playing Honor mode, and after entering the Netherloid, Gale met his first companion, Lae'zel. Gale proves that at level 1, Sleep truly is the most overpowered spell in the game. After crashing at the beach, Gale intelligently avoided some brainrot and climbed up a hill, and encountered Lae'zel again. Gale of course tried to save her, but the tiefling proved surprisingly strong. Except, not really. Gale deceived the tieflings and released Lae'zel, who insists they should go to the crash for purification, and they almost died again fighting the goblin raiders. So luckily, a man showed up and saved the day, so the gang decided to go and recruit them. Unfortunately, Sephiroth isn't available, so the gang go for Wyll instead. For those who are unaware, I'm using the cheated spell scroll this run to steal the trader's inventory, because that is how much I hate collecting money from a days of hard, honest looting. So next up, Gale meets a dying man and stole his brainrot, and met a racist on the way to the crash. Gale doesn't with racists. So Wyll proved useful against the goblins, and risked his way through the blighted village. It is here where the gang got scared, and Shadowheart made a clutch save. Later that night, a devil showed up, and Wyll got a cool set of horns. And when another devil showed up, the gang couldn't resist but jumped his ass. Eons later, the devil got away despite non-lethal toggled on, so no legendary armor for this run. Next morning, Gale ate a worm, tamed his arcane hunger, and after stealing from another racist, the gang beat her to a breathless coma, or so they thought. So it turns out Esther is stronger than they thought, and downed Wyll in a single turn. But luckily, the gang survived using superior labor. So against the dead shepherds, Gale devised a genius plan. Sanctuary Shadowheart kites half the enemies away, while the gang jumped the rest. It went horribly. So apparently Elminster is thoughtful enough to deliver a message from miles away, but couldn't care less if the recipient dies. So anyhow, Shadowheart managed to escape and revive the party. So Elminster proceeds to eat their food, asks Gale to blow himself up, and leaves. So Tara showed up asking Gale to reconsider, but Gale ain't wise enough to listen to a cat. So in the Shadow Curse land, Gale met a friendly neighborhood spider and followed his guide, only to meet more races who judged by a book's cover. The gang managed to win, but at the Drider lost motivation by the mean words he received. So, with cheater spell scroll again, the gang managed to teleport to Moonrise Towers. So Gale stole from the Bearman, goes down a prison, and realizes he can't really teleport into the brainrot colony with Misty Spell or Spell Scroll, but managed to do so with the cheater's Misty Step. Go figure. So Gale intended to leave his friends behind for safety, but they decided to come anyway. So Gale, upon seeing the Netherbrain, finally made his ultimate sacrifice and blew the brain up. The story of Gale Waterdeep ends here. And don't listen to what the narrator said. We won fair and square.